Hey guys, what's up and welcome to another video. My name is Leopoldo Perella and I do videos about UX design, website design and the overall design process. On today's video, I'm going to take you behind the scenes of what I do to come up with ideas, find shapes for projects, figure out like which fonts I should be using. But I'm gonna take you in a different approach. Instead of going into the computer, I'm gonna make it a bit more old school and take you outside of the computer and show you some of the books that I am currently using to get some ideas and just to think outside of the box. So if you're interested, stay tuned.
This is ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get.
Every project can be completely different, or if you're working with similar clients, you might find that you're sort of starting to come up with a certain way of designing things or designing websites, even brands. And sometimes when you get a different project or even the same clients might want something a bit different, you might have to think outside of the box or sort of outside of your comfort zone to be able to come up with a different design, a different layout, and whatnot. So these days I've been working on a design and branding project, which eventually will come into a website design project. But one of the things I am using is I'm starting to use a lot more like books to be able to get ideas. For example, for the brand and the design process, I'm using this one, which is the logo design love. It's by David Airy. I think I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He's a really great designer, and you can even check out his website where you can see some of his work. But in this book, he shares quite a lot of different layouts of logo designs and stories behind logos, and how the whole design process can be created so that you can come up with different words, different ideas for logos, logos that are related to your client's goals, logos that are related to pretty much what you're trying to accomplish. Then, one of the most important things, especially when you're going into the web or when you're looking for a new logo, is that you need to figure out the different typefaces that you're going to be using. Now, we have a whole lot of different fonts on our website, but sometimes we have to step away from it. And since we do a lot of the work on paper as well, we want to learn what different type families or font families are out there. I know that there are many different font families of typefaces that are better for a specific logo types, or are the typefaces matching the logo symbols that you might have, right? So all these things you have to consider. So for that, I'm using this book, Thinking with Type, right? And if you look at the book, you will be able to find, one, the history of how typography and lettering came to be something. Being able to understand the history behind a font that you are using for your website or for your branding will make you, or at least allow you to understand better how that font can be combined with your project, or how that font should be combined with a different color or paired with another font. Then one of the things that we have to think about, and I always like to say, is to think outside the box. And normally when we create in projects, let's say you have been creating websites for a specific niche for a long time, or for a specific type of client, you will get too much inside your box. So whenever the occasion comes, you need to find ways to think outside the box, and that sort of means like breaking the grid. And this is a great book, which is called Making and Breaking the Grid. And pretty much it goes over different layouts that have been used for like magazines, websites, business cards, brochures, you name it. And the whole idea of it is for you to be able to see how other creative people are using grids, lines, shapes to give design or bring design to life. Now, some of this grid will be very difficult to bring it into a website, but once you're able to master like the basic grid layout, it will be very easy for you to create a website or a logo or a marketing material that is not only appealing to the eye, but it drives the eye into certain patterns that allow the content to be read better and for the content to be understood better. And at the end of the day, the whole idea of designing something or design thinking is to be able to create something that connects with the audience and that allows you as a designer to help your clients achieve their goals. So I hope you found this helpful, and if you have any other like books like this one that you recommend to improve the design process, let me know. Make sure you hit the bell button so that anytime I post a new video you get a notification right away. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.